to her. Livy? Livy? What did he say to you? Nothing. Was it about Peter? I'm going home.
Lady Myra, have you seen Lois?
Gerald, would you mind fetching some rugs? People will insist on sitting on the grass, and it's far from dry.
Yes, of course.
What do you suppose she thinks she's doing? Having a tennis party in the midst of a war?
What do you think you're doing? Why are you here if you don't like it? I was happy here at your age. Yes, nothing better.
I should like something to happen. Something real. I should like to be here when this house burns. Oh, for heaven's sake. And it will burn. And when it does, we will all be so careful not to notice.
This is splendid. Isn't this splendid?
Oh, yes. Most enjoyable.
You haven't seen Lois, have you? Lady Myra?
I do think it's so sporting the way you all just stay here and keep going. Who would have thought the Irish would turn out so disloyal? I mean, the lower classes,
It would be
of
a
course.
great pity to have a war. There's been enough unpleasantness already, hasn't there?
Connolly!
Get away from
Here,
here!
Connolly!
You have no business!
Come out! We know you're in
Get
there!
away from here!
Go inside! Go inside this minute!
I won't until these...
Livy!
I say, stand bed form, hiding behind your women folk. Don't you, lads?
I'll get behind these women folk!
You're being beastly to poor Livy. She's quite smitten with you, you know. I hope you're not being snobbish. I mean, with her people being in trade.
The police barracks in Ballydrum was attacked last night, just before midnight. 2 policemen were burnt alive. The others were shot as they were surrendering. The telegraph wires had been cut and the road was blocked. There was nowhere to send for help, so there was no help for them. Our chaps arrived too late, as usual.
Oh, good heavens! Oh, Francie, you'll catch your death. No, all right. Oh, come
Or a nip of brandy, perhaps?
Oh, no, nothing, really. Isn't that young Captain Coldhurst devoted?
Devoted?
To Lois. And yet he seems so troubled. I suppose it's being in the army and being on guard all the time.
It'd be most unfortunate if he is sweet on her. I mean, seriously, Sarah.
Unfortunate?
Why, it's impossible, of course. Well, he's charming, certainly. He seems to have no relations. He says his mother lives in Surrey. Really, my dear. Surrey. I'm not saying his people are in trade. I mean, I'd never say a thing like that without knowing. Oh, besides, if they were in trade, there'd be money. You know, money on that sort does show. And he obviously hasn't any.
But is that fair on the young man?
Fair?
Well, to let him keep coming here like that, I mean, shouldn't somebody tell him?
Certainly. I must have a serious talk with Lois about her future. We think for Lois an art school.
Oh, but don't you think that Lois...
Kissing again, Sergeant? You must have a bad bladder.
They would all insist on champagne, and then Leslie said...
Here you are, ladies.
Thank you.
On your knees, chappie.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom.
It really wouldn't matter, except that my walking shoes are in it, and I feel that I must have walking shoes.
Yes, well, your case may have come back by now.
I don't lose things, no, except coming here. I'm efficient, really. It seems to be a kind of fatality.
Well, we'll send O'Brien in the tram to the station.
Oh, James.
Date yet?
What is the news?
They found your man.
Oh, yes?
It was a sad thing, but he wasn't liked, the same fella.
Who is that?
The sergeant. The tan Wilson. Well, he was well known.
And what happened, James?
They took him on the street, gave him a hiding, and then brought him across the fields and made him strip off every stitch he was wearing and put a bullet in him.
The poor fellow.
Young Connolly it was that done it, they say.
Ah. He's a wild one, all right.
All this violence.
But after you already, a young man.
I really think I must have walking shoes.
I'll drive you into town if you like.
How kind.
We'll send O'Brien.